InkDifferent Studio. Pick up your brush today.
Welcome to the InkDifferent Studio. This is Fiona. I would like to also welcome you to our Chinese calligraphy course, a captivating journey into one of the most ancient and respected forms of artistic expression. Chinese calligraphy is not just an art. It is profound cultural heritage, recognized globally for its artistic and historical value. This course will offer you an opportunity to delve into the elegance and depth of Chinese calligraphy, exploring its unique blend of written language and visual art. But this is not all. Chinese calligraphy is renowned for its therapeutic benefits, enhancing calmness, reducing stress, and improving mindfulness through the rhythmic motion in brush movements. These benefits make it not only a cultural exploration, but also a practice in mindfulness and personal tranquility. Our course will feature the classic Chinese text, the 1,000-character classic, 千字文. This text is not only a cornerstone for Chinese calligraphy training, but also a rich source of history and philosophy, making it perfect for both beginners and seasoned enthusiasts. The 千字文, translated as the 1,000-character classic, is a unique Chinese poem used as the premier for teaching Chinese characters to children. It is renowned for its ingenious composition, wherein none of its 1,000 characters are repeated. Composed by Zhou Xingsi during the Southern and Northern Dynasty, around the 6th century, the text is not just a linguistic tool, but also a collection of moral and philosophical teachings. The 1,000-character classic has been used traditionally in Confucian teaching, providing a fundamental literacy resource that also encapsulates essential elements of Chinese culture and wisdom. Each line consists of 4 characters, with the lines grouped into sections for easier memorization. The content covers a wide range of topics, from the basics of the cosmos and the natural world to the principles of human conduct as the fundamental of statecraft. This text not only helps in learning Chinese characters, but also in appreciating the depth and breadth of Chinese literary tradition and cultural values. It has been an important educational text in China and other Eastern Asian countries, influenced by classical Chinese culture. Join us as we trace the strokes of history and artistry in our journey. Whether you're looking to broaden your artistic skills or immerse yourself in cultural heritage, this course promises to be both educational and enriching. Also, do not forget to follow this channel for our regular course updates. To create a comfortable and relaxing environment for our course, start by ensuring the room is quiet, with good lighting, a stable table, and comfortable chairs. Change into comfortable clothing and lay out the equipment, which I will introduce you shortly. The brush requirements can vary depending on the script. For both seal and clerical scripts, the best brushes are those with soft bristles that hold a gorgeous amount of ink, making gold hair brushes an ideal choice. However, for regular script, the same type of brushes used for seal and clerical scripts may be challenging for beginners because they are too soft. Writing certain strokes that require bursts of strength will demand significant practice. For regular script, we need a brush with a stronger core while still capable of holding a good amount of ink. Therefore, for regular practice, a mixed hairbrush featuring weasel hair at the core and goat hair around it will be preferable. For writing very small characters, pure weasel hair brushes are the best option. As for running and cursive scripts, a brush with a relatively long head is ideal. This allows the brush head to move freely on the paper, enabling smooth, flowing lines. A mixed hairbrush can still be an easier option for beginners. If you are a complete beginner and don't wish to invest too much in brushes, I recommend this well-balanced, price-friendly brush set available in my shop, which can satisfy most of your needs, especially seal, clerical, and regular scripts. If you specifically prefer practicing running and cursive scripts, this other brush set will also work nicely. You can simply scan the QR codes on the screen. However, if you have specific preferences, feel free to contact me directly for personalized recommendations. I'll be happy to help. That said, I sincerely need to emphasize the importance of brush quality. I wholeheartedly recommend investing in good quality brushes, as the selection of brush hair, material, and the treatment of the brush handles are critical factors that can make a significant difference in the brush's performance and ease of use. Using poor quality brushes from the beginning may lead to the development of bad habits, which could hinder your progress later on. For calligraphy practice, brushes are your most essential tools, even more important than the papers you will use. On the screen, you will see a list of the necessary supplies. Please make sure to prepare them accordingly so we can begin our calligraphy journey. Also, feel free to scan the QR code to visit my site, where you will find a thoughtfully curated section of art supplies, books, and other valuable resources. Explore everything you need to enhance your artistic journey.
Today we're going to continue the learning and writing of the 1,000-character classic. What are the new characters of today? Let's go find out. The original meaning of the character 鸟 is a long-tailed bird. 鸟 is a pictographic character. In the Shang Dynasty's oracle bone script, 鸟 was typically depicted with a beak, head, body, feathers, and feet, showing various forms of birds, too many to list in full. During the Warring States period, the character's form became somewhat distorted, with the bird's shape being divided into several parts. The clerical script saw significant changes in the character's shape. A misunderstanding caused the tail feather and the bird's claw in the seal script to be combined and written as 4 dots, resulting in the disappearance of the original images of feathers and claws. The character Guan first appeared in oracle bone script. Its original meaning referred to a temporary military camp, and later it extended to refer to officials serving in government offices. The character Guan consists of mian, which indicates a roof or building, and the bottom part, which is a form suggesting many or a group. This is similar in meaning to the character shi that we talked about in the previous session, originally meaning army or group. The character ren, meaning person, first appeared in the oracle bone script during the Shang Dynasty and resembles the shape of a person standing in profile. Ren is a pictographic character. From ancient times to present, the structure and meaning of the character have not fundamentally changed. From oracle bone script to today's regular script, Ren has always been a pictograph. Over thousands of years, the character evolved from its original pictographic form into a simplified line drawing and then into the more structured strokes we see today. In oracle bone script, Ren looks like a person standing in profile with arms hanging down. The bronze script of Ren largely continued the shape seen in the oracle bone script. In seal script, the character emphasizes the image of a person bending over with arms hanging down, resembling labor, like someone picking crops or working in the fields. In the bronze and small seal script versions, the character depicts a complete figure, including the head, neck, arms, body, and legs. The small seal script lengthened the left side of the character, representing the person's hanging arm, reducing its pictorial quality. In clerical script, Ren became more linear and transitioned to formal brushstrokes. In regular script, the strokes became even more balanced and smooth, evolving the standing profile into a figure that resembles a person walking. The character Huang first appeared in oracle bone script during the Shang Dynasty. Its ancient form is generally believed to resemble a torch with flames rising upwards. The ancient people worshipped fire, so the character Huang came to convey a sense of nobility as well as solemnity and greatness. In ancient texts, Huang could also refer to gods or ancestors, and later specifically to ancient emperors. There are different interpretations of the structure of the character Huang. In oracle bone script, Huang looks like an ancient lamp with flickering flames at the top. In the Western Zhou dynasty's bronze inscriptions, 2 short horizontal lines were added at the bottom, representing the lamp's base. Some scholars also believe that Huang represented a type of crown worn during sacrificial ceremonies. In spring and autumn period scripts, the Wang, king, component of Huang became independent from the original structure. In Warring States period script, the character continued to follow the form from the Western Zhou and spring and autumn periods, but the top part of the character had begun to change in form. During the Qin dynasty, the top part of the character was altered again, changing into zi. It is said that after Qin Shi Huang unified China, he called himself the first emperor, Shi Huangdi, and ordered that the top component of the Huang be changed into zi. In its original sense, zi meant nose, but it was also extended to mean beginning. The combination of zi and Wang, the king, in Huang was meant to symbolize the first king or ancestral ruler, aligning with the title the first emperor. During the Han dynasty, the top part of the character was further altered into bai, and this form has been used ever since. In summary, 鸟官, 鸟 means bird, 官 means official or officer. 鸟官 refers to Shao Hao, the son of the Yellow Emperor, Huangdi. Shao Hao established a system where all his official titles were associated with birds. Ren Huang, Ren means human or people. Huang means emperor or sovereign. Ren Huang refers to the 3 sovereigns and 5 emperors, 三皇五帝, who are legendary rulers in Chinese mythology and early history. These figures, who were often depicted as semi-divine or having extraordinary powers, are believed to have ruled before the rise of the historical Chinese dynasties. The phrase 人皇 specifically refers to the 3 sovereigns, 三皇, with 人皇 being one of the 3, who were seen as cultural heroes and laid the foundations of human civilization, teaching people agriculture, medicine, and other important skills. In the previous session, we talked about ancient mythological figures from China. Today, we will continue the stories of 2 of them. Amidst the calls of colorful phoenix, Shao Hao was born. Because of his connection with the phoenix, Shao Hao adopted the phoenix as the totem of his tribe, and then used bird names to define the titles of officials and clan names, establishing a vast clan system. Another very special deity is called Ren Huang, human sovereign. According to the Tang Dynasty historian Sima Zhen, in the supplement to the records of the 3 sovereigns in the historical records, Ren Huang had 9 heads, and he had 9 brothers in total. Each brother ruled over 1 region, and each of them lived for over 100 years. Now, let's explore how these characters are written in the 3 scripts. I'll start by practicing with you on the water writing cloth, and then I'll demonstrate using ink and raw rice paper.
As we wrap up our session, I hope you found it enjoyable and insightful. If you have any questions, comments, or simply want to share your thoughts, don't hesitate to leave me a message. If you find this session informative, please remember to give me a thumbs up. Also, be sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on our future sessions. Discover, learn, and create with us as we bring the best of Chinese culture to the world. Join us at InkDifferent Studio, where art meets heritage. Thank you so much for joining us, and until next time.
For more information, check us out at inkdifferentstudio.com.